Hi guys, welcome back to Anatomy of a Movie, your movie news for September 3rd,
Oh my gosh.
2014.
It's already September.
It's already
crazy.
September. But we have a lot of fun news in the kid films and that industry going on. To start off, Pixar has released a teaser trailer for their new short called Lava. And it looks adorable. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you should definitely check it out.
I don't know if I've ever heard of a teaser trailer for a short film, in the animated world. You're so used to them just bringing out these shorts in the beginning of animated movies, and you don't really have a clue what's happening. But they've become so popular that now people are even advertising for the shorts.
For the shorts. I mean, the shorts are becoming so big. And this short called Lava is a musical love story about a Hawaiian volcano called Yuki and his love for another Hawaiian volcano mountain called Lele. So Yuki Lele, if you think about it.
I'm sure there's so many hard names to pronounce associated with lava.
It looks really adorable, and the director, he had his inspiration from one of his favorite Hawaiian renditions of Summer Over the Rainbow.
I know what you're talking about.
And that's the music that will be seen in the short film. And that short film will be premiered at the beginning of the Pixar film Inside Out that will premiere in June 2015.
So we got a little bit of a ways.
Yeah. But before that, we also have from Pixar a new Frozen short. That, Frozen was a huge movie and people want more of it. So they're going to release another short called Frozen Fever that will come in the spring of 2015. And we'll have all the recurring cast members, they have
the recurring characters.
Characters, yes.
The actors haven't been confirmed, right?
I believe they have, yes.
I don't know. I think a couple of them haven't really come out and said that they've completely signed on. I think that's the goal, obviously, to bring back everyone who was involved, Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, but I don't know if they've completely jumped on. I don't know why they wouldn't, because it was such a success.
Yes, but we know that Elsa and Anna are coming back, and then, so the storyline is that it's Anna's birthday, and Elsa and Kristoff are determined to have, a great celebration for her, but Elsa's icy powers might get in the way of all that.
Of course, nothing can go perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, getting a little bit away from animation, but still sticking in the kids' world. I don't know if it's even the kids' world, because I think a lot of people are going to be excited. We've got a reboot of the Power Rangers coming out.
Awesome.
Yep, it's slated to come out in 2016, so it's going to be coming out with the Angry Birds, Independence Day 2, and the sequel to Dawn of Planet of the Apes. It's going to have some competition, but I think it's going to do very well. It's all about the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, about how these group of high school students get some supernatural powers. Seems like it's going to be an origin story. No director has signed on, but there's rumors about Chloe Grace Moretz joining, possibly as the Pink Ranger. Tom Hiddleston, Liam Neeson, Taylor Lautner, Liam Hemsworth, Jack Leeson. Lots of names are being thrown out as being attached to this project, but I think people are just going to be really pumped. Everyone loves the Power Rangers. I think they're also coming out with a reboot on TV
I'm
that
excited.
I've heard about. So we're gonna get a huge new wave of Power Ranger mania.
That sounds fun. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yep. So 2016 Power Rangers, guys. What's next?
And then we also have another fighting film coming out with The Rock, I believe, right?
Yes, we do. But so after a lot of speculation, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has confirmed that he's going to be playing Black Adam. That's right. We have another comic book movie. So this is DC Comics, DC property. And it's funny because Black Adam is the villain of sorts in the Shazam franchise. So I think that this is hilarious because they've announced the bad guy, and that's been the speculation. But we haven't found out if he's actually going to be playing with Shazam, if this is going to be a more Black Adam origin story, or Black Adam centered movie, or if we are going to get the more hero side.
Okay.
So we don't know. There's a lot of speculation. He's the only thing that's confirmed, came out through Twitter, but there's been a lot of rumors about him joining kind of the comic book teams.
Yeah, and that's a good team to join because they have a lot of big films getting out. He'll get a lot of coverage with a lot of different genres.
Yep.
Great for him. And if you're also a big fan of action figures and wrestling, boxing, we have a real-life Rocky biopic coming out. As we know, Sylvester Stallone's Rocky was a huge franchise, but the real-life inspiration for Rocky is actually the subject of this new biopic. It's based off of Rocky Marciano, the famous undefeated heavyweight champion. Like, no one defeated him. And also, I suggest you should also watch the ESPN The Real Rocky documentary about Chuck Wepner, who also helped for the inspiration of the stories for the Rocky films too. But this new biopic will be directed by Dustin Marcelino and written by the Marcelino family, who actually, the whole family is a big fan of Marciano and like his whole career. And so they're writing about it, and they're very honored that they get to write such a great story about such a well-known historical boxing figure. And that film will be set to film in Brockton, Massachusetts, where it all started.
Do we have any idea when it will be released?
No release yet, but it's going to be fun to watch. And if you're a big fan of Rocky, I'm sure you're probably going to be a big fan of this.
Well, I've got another movie without a release date, but it is big news, especially to me because I am a huge fan of this franchise. Troy Duffy, the maker of the Boondock Saints, there's been rumors of a third one coming out. Earlier this year, we got like the first page of a script, and the buzz is growing. Basically, we have now a subtitle for this third film. It's supposed to be set sometime after the Boondock Saints 2 All Saints Day, and it has the subtitle of Legion. And that's supposed to dive into, I guess, there's some rumors about the plot being that other people are following in the McManus brother footsteps and taking the law into their own hands as well. We're also possibly going to get some flashbacks of the brothers' first ever crimes, which will be interesting. But this is making progress. We're just getting tiny bits of information bit by bit. And I just thought I'd mention it because I'm very excited. I love the Boondock Saints. They're amazing.
They're good
I even
films.
like the second one, which a lot of people had controversy about.
Yeah, but they might not have the best critical acclaim, but they are cult classics now. Like, people love it.
And people, I'm sure, are going to be very excited about this next one.
Yeah. And also, there has been a new study about people who get too excited while watching films. There has been a study at Cornell and that was published in the Journal of American Medical Association. They studied that people who watch action films overeat more than people who watch regular television programming or drama films that don't have a lot of action in it.
Is that during the film?
During the films. So the study included 94 undergraduate students. They were under 3 conditions. You can watch excerpts of the film The Island, Michael Bay's film The Island, with sound. The second condition was watching the interview program The Charlie Rose Show. Mm-hmm. And then the third one is watching the same clips from The Island, but with no sound. And they actually found out, and they gave them snacks like M&Ms, all the fun theater movie
goodies,
popcorn stuff that you usually eat. And they actually found out the people who watched The Island with sound, the more actiony, hard-hitting scenes, ate nearly twice as much as people who watched the Charlie Roses.
I think that this is easy to believe because I think people get so caught up in the fast pace that you will eat more.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I completely like how they figured out this study. I'd want to see how this was imposed upon actual movie theaters. Mm-hmm. Secret filming of who's buying the most popcorn and candy while watching what films. Because in truth, if they're giving the food for free, people are going to eat it more. I'm kind of interested how this actually played out in theaters.
Yeah, and Anartel, the author of the study, he also mentioned, because when you're eating during like high action films, you're getting more distracted and you're not paying attention to what you're eating on. And also because it's not just about the action and the sound. There could be other environmental factors like increased anxiety, agitation. So those like can help stimulate your senses too.
They need to broaden this study. I want genre depiction, like horror movie eating, like action movie eating, just because I think it's interesting.
But I think that was fun. I was like, it makes you, think what you're actually eating. I mean, a lot of people go for the movie snacks and stuff, but you eat more while you're watching action films. So that's all the news that we have for the week of September 3rd, 2014. Please watch all of our fun dissections, and we will see you next week at anatomyofamovie.com.